Beginning the day in Burnie, Bill Shorten met with patients to talk about elective surgery waiting lists. It's another health pitch in Braddon, one of the few seats the coalition is confident it can win. With a poll today suggesting a high number of retirees in the seat could vote against Labor's plans to scrap cash refunds on franked dividends.
This is a hard reform. But I tell you what, doesn't it move your hearts when you hear that pensioners in Australia can't afford to go to the dentist? Are you worried about someone who's got their sixth investment property or complains about franking credits sitting on the back deck of their yacht? Or what about the voiceless pensioners of this country?
Enough that the member Justine Key approached senior ALP figures about the policy. But she says she was happy with their response.
You know, when the policy was first announced, pensioners would come to me with their concerns about that policy, and we have the pensioner guarantee, and that's what I took to my colleagues at that time.
Labor hoping its pitch on wages will win over locals, today formalising its call for an increase to the minimum wage. Bill Shorten writing to the Fair Work Commission and saying if Labor wins, it wants to impact the next wages decision to take effect on July 1.
But one number I can tell you I don't think's right is I don't think that an adult trying to make ends meet in a full-time job should be working for an hourly wage which doesn't take them out of poverty.
It was then on to Adelaide, just missing Scott Morrison, who was there hours before, meeting with his campaign volunteers. Boothby is the only genuine marginal seat in play in South Australia, and the fact that both leaders have spent so much time here shows what a prize it would be and how Bill Shorten thinks he can snag a win. But it wasn't an entirely warm reception. One man concerned about taxes under Labor making his feelings known.
Every time they went in, we get broke.
Going to give you money
if John Howard didn't come in the power and Costello to die, we'd be really suffering.
The pace progressing in the final days of the campaign, Bill Shorten's headed to Perth, where he's addressing a breakfast forum. Annalise Nielsen, Sky News from the Labor campaign.